Welcome everyone to the Speaking Part 8, Describing an Unusual Situation Analysis. Before we get started, I want to let you know that I will be following the Speaking Part 8 Tips and Strategies Guide. We can find that guide in our CELPIP library in the Speaking Part 8 section. And in that section, there is a video about tips and strategies for Speaking Part 8. And that video provides you some more detailed information about the guide. For now, I will only be going through each part, how we can look at the picture and prepare effectively, what's important about this question. Yes, this question is not really for level 7 or higher. It's more a general question, but the more creative that you can get with the question, I think the better. And now, very important about organizing your response, right? This is the only question where we have to speak directly to someone and in an informal or in a role playing situation. Okay. So that's the guide that I'm going to be following here, how to organize our answer. Now, let's get started. So here we are, everyone, with a part 8 describing an unusual situation question. Let's remember preparation time is 30 seconds and speaking time is 1 minute. So it says here, you are at a tourist site and see some street performers. So we are somewhere at a tourist site. It says Capilano Bridge here. Okay. And you're now see some street performers. Here they are, right there. Okay. So next it says, call your friend Katia and describe in detail what the performers are doing. And ask her if she would like to see the event. Okay. All right, so again, let's remember that in this case, we have to role play. We have to directly call someone. It says, call your friend Katia. This is the only question where we really have to speak directly to someone. So we're going to start by introducing the question and speaking directly to Katia. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to say, hello, Katia. How are you? It's Justin. And I'm calling because I want to let you know about this very interesting street performance show I'm watching downtown. So, a few things here. Notice that I'm using wanna. Wanna is so common to say instead of want to. You could say I want to let you know. It sounds a little bit strange sometimes to say want to for native speakers. So in this case, because we're talking to someone directly, I would like to use that one instead. So let's use I wanna. So just say who's calling, who you're calling, greet them, and introduce the topic directly. Not so indirectly here, we said I'm downtown. I could have said at a tourist attraction downtown. Okay? So now we want to get to describe, and it's very important to describe the situation. You want to describe this unusual situation as much as you can. That's important. So let's describe the two men and what they are doing. So, first of all, it's a two-man show. Here we're using two-man as an adjective, okay? One of them is playing the drums, but here's the thing. The drum set is made of garbage bins, cans, and buckets. It's pretty cool, and they sound exactly like drums. Okay, so everyone, it's better to describe the unusual parts. We shouldn't say it's a two-man show. The man on the left, he's got orange hair, and he's wearing a gray hoodie and jeans, and we don't want to waste time on that. We need to describe what's unusual. This is important, especially for higher levels. Okay? That's the important part. That's why I said here, here's the thing. And here's the thing means, and this is what's interesting. The drum set is made of garbage bins, cans, and buckets. And also, it's pretty cool and they sound exactly like drums. Okay, so now I'm just going to move on exactly to the next person. I've only got a minute. Then the second young man's playing an instrument made of wine glasses, which have different levels of water in them. It sounds like a really funky flute. Okay, so a couple of things. So I noticed here that these wine glasses have different levels of water, and it would be good to say, what does it sound like? Well, I said it sounds like a really funky flute. So notice again that I'm focusing on what is unusual. Okay? That's the important. Again, I'm not saying it's a blonde man, he's wearing a white shirt, sneakers. That's too much, and that's not the part. And also, we need to think about finishing the question. There's a three-part thing. Where are you? What do you see? And always it asks you to do something. So maybe I'll say just a few things maybe about what songs they're playing. The best part is they're playing all sorts of songs, including my favorite Justin Bieber song, because they're taking requests. Okay. That's a joke. I'm not really a Justin Bieber fan, but I thought I'd just say that. Okay. And so that's maybe something interesting. They're playing all sorts of songs. Okay. They're taking requests. That makes it cool. All right. And now let's get to the last part. Okay. Anyway, I think they're really amazing and they're playing your favorite style of music. So, do you want to come down here and check them out? I'll be here for a while. So, again, here I'm saying wanna again. That's because it's when you're talking to someone like your friend, it's more common to say wanna. And instead of going to gonna. Okay, so I've built an answer here. I did what I needed to do. I described the unusual situation and I described their style of music, what they're doing, and then I invited Katia to come down. Okay? And most important is delivery, okay? 1 minute. We only have a minute. I think this answer is a really good size for a minute. It's not too long, not too short, and it is very descriptive. We want to be descriptive again about the unusual situation, not about what the people are wearing or the trees in the background or, well, in this case, it's not important. Okay? So now let me speak this in 1 minute. Focus on my intonation, fluctuation of speech, clarity, flow, my sequencing. Very important here, sequencing. Grammar for part 8, it can be a mixture. Here we're using some present continuous, but we can also use perfect forms and modalities. It's not so important here as much as describing the unusual situation, but I usually find that this part is more present tense because you're describing something at that moment. Okay? So here I go, 1 minute. All right, here we go. Hello, Katia. How are you? It's Justin, and I'm calling because I want to let you know about this very interesting street performance show I'm watching downtown. So, first of all, it's a two-man show. One of them's playing the drums, but here's the thing, the drum set's made of garbage bins, cans, and buckets. It's pretty cool and they sound exactly like drums. Then the second young man's playing an instrument made of wine glasses, which have different levels of water in them. It sounds like a really funky flute. The best part is they're playing all sorts of songs, including my favorite Justin Bieber song, because they're taking requests. Anyway, I think they're really amazing and they're playing your favorite style of music. So, do you want to come down here and check them out? I'll be here for a while. Let me know. Well, I put in that let me know part in here, but actually, I'm not leaving a message. I'm talking directly. So, I'm going to keep that let me know part out. Okay. Anyways, there you go. So, you see, it was a good length, just a few seconds shorter. Again, the flow, the clarity, that's very important, as well as describing what is unusual and completing. The last part is usually asks you or tells you to ask something. So that's what we want to do, everyone. Okay, so let's practice. Let's practice as many times as you can. Practice flow and organizing your ideas and try reading it in 1 minute. And then, if you can really say this in 1 minute on your own without reading, then you know you've got it in your knowledge, okay? Not from memory, okay? Let's remember, everyone, practice makes perfect. I would like to remind you that if you're looking for some more listening, reading, writing, or speaking CELPIP exam practice, then you should definitely subscribe to our CELPIP library. The CELPIP library has hundreds of examples of listening, reading, writing, and speaking, which will help you develop your score, whatever the score you need. Also, the library contains vocabulary, listening skills, reading skills, grammar, and writing skills exercises, which will really help you improve your general understanding of English and also for the exam. So, and you can purchase a 1 month pass or a 2 month or a 3 month subscription for a very low price. And of course, if you really enjoyed this content, then please like this video, share it, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way we will keep on producing more CELPIP analysis for your development. Have a great day.